Hello everybody, this is Hisham and my son Hamza behind the camera. We're gonna show you guys how can use some recycled parts from old desktop, and we're gonna use those parts for the hobby. So I actually had this desktop. It's very old desktop, and I were willing to throw it away, and then I thought, like, let's see which component we can use from that desktop. So I figured out the desktop has a really good power supply, and it does supply about 12 volt, and it's at let's see how much ampere. How much ampere we said last time, Hamza? 8 ampere, yeah. So that can be good power supply for your LiPo battery charger. Normally the LiPo charger require high amperes if you want to charge your battery at fast rate and get them charged quicker. So 8 ampere, that's actually more than what you need, but that's good. So all what you need to do, when you open your desktop, you will see this power supply came with big bunch amount of cables. This main beam of cable actually goes to the motherboard, which I take it off, and I took off all the parts. However, the trick here is that when you take a look to this bundle of cables, the most important thing is to cut the green cable and the black cable. So normally it's at 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, wire number 4 and 5. Once you cut them, you're gonna connect them together, solder them, or just connect them and insulate them like this. By doing that, when you plug in the desktop cable, it will turn on the power supply automatically. Then you need to take from this plug, you're gonna cut the yellow and the black. The yellows and the black will supply you 12 volt, and that's what normally the LiPo battery charger gonna ask for. Those charger require volt varies from 12 up to 18, so this is the 12. If you connected the this red wire and the black, you will get 5 volts. So that might be useful for other application, but in my case, that's what I'm looking for. So the neat thing about this, it is not just power supply, I use the whole case too. So I'm gonna put all my battery here and turn on and let it charge, and then I'm gonna, normally I do close the case. And the need for that, because as we know, the LiPo batteries, it might burn, or it might caught on fire, you never know. But having them in a metal case like this, that's very good and very safe, because you're gonna contain any fire inside this metal box. And this metal box can really hold fire for a very long time. I don't know how, but I think this is very good idea to have your LiPo batteries inside the metal box and charge them. The other thing is that this power supply actually has a fan, and that's keep cooling what is inside here. So it's very good container for battery which you want to charge. And I'm so impressed, like, with this, because I can leave it and go anywhere without being worried on my batteries if it's gonna caught on fire or not. Other things you can use, like this is all the component. I take it off the desktop. Of course, you will find like a lot of electric chips, motherboards with a lot of electric components. So in fact, there is electric component you can use for the hobby. So for example, this is a heat sink. The heat sink is very useful. I normally bought it on the AC, and it helped cooling the AC in a very fast rate, and it does very good job. Those heat sinks is better than the Hobby heat sinks available in the market. Those are way more efficient, and you got it for free. Other component which might be useful. By the way, this is all the tools which you need to do this recycle. Just little clamp, screwdriver. It's very simple. The capacitors, and also the magnet ring. These two components, actually you can unsolder them from the motherboard and use them later to build your own electric filter. If you're gonna use the power battery on the airplane and have it as a source of power supply to your camera as well, so a lot of people they take the output from the ESC, which supplies 6 volt or sometimes 5 volts to the receiver, but the disadvantage of that power supply which comes from the ESC is that the volt always is vibrating. So by adding this filter, you actually minimize or keep the volt goes steady, and it's gonna be fixed. It's always gonna be 5 volts, and you filter a lot the volts coming out from the AC. So again, you can get this component for free. Other component can be useful, like those fans. They are very helpful. I use them to cool like other things. It's not hobby application, but I wouldn't throw them. I'm gonna use them again, cycle them again. What else? Here is another heat sink. It's still not disassembled, but I'm gonna take it off and use it for other ESC. You're gonna find some bolts gonna be useful. Small battery, very useful, and also wires. And those wires, amazingly, they came with plug which like the servo plug. So I'm gonna take these wires and use it for other applications, and that's pretty it. So I just wanted to demonstrate this idea how can you recycle a desktop and reuse it, whether for the hobby or for other stuff. But the most important thing for me is to have a battery charger power supply along with a case which can contain any fire might happen. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.